kind of hit on that humility, right? I think another aspect of it is kind of a teamwork aspect of it. And yeah, you're not technically a team at that point, but you are a team because you are relying on each other for certain things within that development session. Whether it is if you tell somebody you're going to pick them up to take them to development, that's part of it. If you tell somebody you're going to bring something, then you should bring it. If you tell somebody that you're going to do something, you do it. It could be ensuring that all the team gear and everything is prepped for that session for the day, before the developer gets there, or the list goes on and on. Dude, ensuring everything. I don't know are they marking things in development?
I don't think so.
They are. But it would be good for you to mark things, just because guess what? You're there with essentially some randos, right? So maybe mark your gear. Boy, everybody will think that I love marking my gear.
Oh my goodness. That's what the next t-shirt should be, like a piece of tape with like your name across it or something. Trainee Petrus. Yeah. A1C Petrus.
Oh man. Yeah.
But like teamwork is important. Like there's no such thing. Like a team is not, in our community, a team is a lot more flexible. Like the word is a lot more flexible than like it's not like a Green Beret team of like 12 guys doing something, and they tend to stay together a lot longer than like our teams. Like you need to be able to like jump into a team anytime you find yourself in a group of people that has similar goals. Like that's a team. And so it's not like, oh, like I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to get my beret and like F all the rest of you guys. Like that's not what it is. Like you need to jump in there and do your job. I'm not saying you need to drag people along, because I'm also not a huge fan of, cheerleading and dragging people along that shouldn't or can't be there. But yeah, like if the showtime is 0900, right, for your development session, if you can, and I know there's a lot of things going on out there in your life, show up early. So like, yeah, when your developer gets there, help them unload their vehicle, help them with everything that it is. Like you're only going to learn more by doing those types of things. It's going to make you a better candidate, because guess what? In the pipeline, the cones do everything like that. You set up all the gear, you set up everything. Like if you're there, we're going to make you do it. So it's just going to get your mind right.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. Help unload the vehicles when they show up. Like, are you really going to expect the developer to do all of that? Come on. Also, like whenever they call you over, like, hey, everybody get on me, there needs to be a sense of urgency. You don't just freaking lollygag over, just kind of like, oh, okay, right. No, there needs to be a sense of urgency. He's there. He or she, because I know we've got both in terms of developers. They are there because they want to be. Yeah, okay, sure. They get paid to show up and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, they would rather their time not be wasted. And they are, in a way, you have recruiters that are kind of a screen door for the community, a filter. Well, the developers are too. So, you have a filter of a bunch of different layers that are going through, and recruiters, developers, and then you go on to BMT, and then through the pipeline, all the cadre there, they are all filters that to try and filter out shit. So if you're shit, hopefully you don't make it.
Yeah. And that's all it is. I mean, I used to say that in SWIC. I would tell people, like, I am not going to push shit down this pipeline. Like, you'll have like a list of names stamped onto your backs of people that have stamped, like, said, like, yes, good to go, good to go, good to go. Like, I'm not trying to put my name on shit moving forward, because that is a reflection of me and the program and all these other things and all the other people that are here with me doing their jobs. Like, we're not doing that. So it's on you to prove that you're not that, to get that stamp of approval. But
that's also kind of why the cadre that are there, whenever people that are in the community or have retired, start chucking spears at cadre that are they're training and selecting people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they take it personally too, because if you do go out and you on a team and you act up, don't think that somebody's not calling right back to one of their buddies who's a cadre and going, hey bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's up with this dude?
Yep. I remember being at phase twos for like NCOs when we used to do that. And I would have to defend, Jake from Keesler that I was stationed with, Big Jake. But like, you know what I mean? Like there was a reputation of our schoolhouse that may or may not have been earned necessarily. But like someone said something about, what we were doing and they brought up his name. I'm like, whoa, that is not what's happening. So like everybody knows everybody. It's a super small community. And everybody's trying to do the right thing. And you put your name on people and you push them forward, and sometimes like it's with reservations and sometimes it's not, but everybody's doing the best that they possibly can. But dude, it's hard not to get into like a grind my gears when you talk about people not moving with a sense of urgency. It's just like,
go for it,
dude. Like those development sessions, right? Like it's hard. I think it's hard for us sometimes. Like and bless the developers' hearts because they're so patient. Like like they don't get paid what they could get paid. Like they are there literally because they care about the community. Like and they want to do a good job. B like I've seen it where they're like, "Hey guys, huddle up," and like they take forever, and I'm like, I can feel my veins starting to pulse in my neck. Like he's the guy. When he says go, you go. Like, and I get it. It's like step one of like a million steps, and I'm used to seeing guys a lot further along. But man,
but you nailed it though. If it's step one, right?
Yeah,
start it there, because I tell you what, if you learn that there, one, it shows good character, right? And it shows that you actually want to be there. Two, it's already training you and others, because others will see it and go, oh, look at that. All right, well, I'll start hustling up. And I promise you, it will help you out once you get into the pipeline.
Yeah.
Because you will pay, and you will pay dearly if you do not hustle and have a sense of urgency.
Yeah. Well, it'll also, like, the cones filter themselves as well, right? Like, you'll see who's too cool, that's probably not going to make it, who's worried about how they look all the time and all this other stuff. Like, pipeline's not a place to look cool, at least not when the cadre are around. Like, y'all can do whatever you want when we're not around, but
no, you can't.
Just don't get caught. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not the time to look cool. It's the time to do what you're told, to perform the best that you can. So,
yep.
Started at development, and you're going to see those candidates out there that are like, oh, like, well, I'm not, just because this dude told me to do this. Like, no. He said move, you move. Like, it's a good habit, and those habits don't just get formed in that environment. Those habits also get formed, those good character habits, while you're by yourself. Like, well, we've talked about it before. When the development session ends, and the developer gives you a bunch of advice, and like takes 20, 30 years of wisdom and tries to dump it into your head, and then you go home, do something with it. Don't just wait for the next development session.
Yeah. If you think you're going to get ready for the pipeline doing the one development session, I don't know, what are they doing? I know different locations are different because we're limited on developers, and they're regionally based and all that kind of stuff. But I think most of the groups are getting together at least once a week. Maybe not with a developer, but
right.
As a crew, they're getting together. So you're not going to get ready by just working out once a week or going to development once a week. You've got to be training consistently. So, you did.
Sorry.